Good morning. Welcome back. Weights lifted. It's about 5 a.m. on Thursday. It's arm day. And before we get into it, if you like the channel and you want to support, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. I can't tell you how much it helps. Even just for motivating me to keep doing this, it helps a lot. It's all really appreciated. All any comments, it's all appreciated. So if you could, like and subscribe, thank you. And today's going to be a relatively simple arm day. There's not much to arms. I mean, in my opinion, you curl for the bicep and you extend for the tricep. And you just try to hit it from different angles, go by feel. Today I'm going to keep it all to like nothing crazy, no crazy compound, nothing. I'm going to keep it to single arm dumbbell curls and then some different types of tricep extensions, maybe kickbacks. I'm going to start off with the curls. Now you'll notice when I do curls like single arm, heavier, heavier for me or whatever, I use straps. Now people have different opinions on it. This is one of the few things I use straps for. I only really use straps for heavy pull-ups and knees. And my thing with these is kind of the same thing with the pull-ups. Like for some reason, like I get tennis elbow real bad. To be honest with you, like I get, and my grip will go. So this helps me maintain my grip from, when I go fully extended. It helps me not have to worry about my fingers giving up. And if you're someone who struggles with mind muscle connection and feeling like, if you're one of those people that when you curl, your forearm will get pumped up way before your bicep, these help with that. Trust me. And I only use them on like the heavier set. If I go lighter, I won't, I don't use them. So let's do the 45s, which ain't crazy heavy, but it's the heaviest dumbbells I got. And let's do some standing dumbbell curls. Let's get into it. I'm getting to the point where I might have to buy a heavier set soon, but not now. And when I'm doing these, I don't know if you'll notice. So I talk, you hear people talk about, and I mentioned it too, like getting close to failure, um, or going to failure. When I'm doing these, this is just something, I don't know. This is probably for someone like more advanced, but obviously one arm's probably going to be stronger than the other. For me, my right arm's stronger than the left arm. I go to failure with the left. The left arm's going to fail before the right. You'll see it when I'm doing these. You'll see the different struggle, you know. That's all right though, because I look at it like it keeps them the same. You know what I mean? Like if I go to whatever weaker arm fails first, I don't worry about the other one as much. The other one still gets worked out. Both my biceps will be sore, but it keeps them even, you know? That's a good reason for doing isolation stuff too, not always doing barbell stuff, because it allows your muscles to work out independently, so you don't end up with one compensating for the other. So like arms, I mostly do this stuff. You'll see me do one set sometimes of like curls and presses with the easy bar, but most of it is isolated. And arms doesn't take long either. It's for me anyway. Like this video is probably going to be just short and sweet, but intense. On fire. And I'm standing to the side like this so you can get a better idea of the motion, you know, like I'll do another view this way, but this way I figured you get a better idea of like where my elbows are locked in at. I don't know. And obviously you see there's some swaying. I'm not like I said, I'm not the foreign police. I'm about how it feels, you know? Am I getting a good workout? Am I not crazy just being a brute? Like, it's all relatively strict. Oh, I got another set of these. Well, no, I have more than that. I'm sorry. A few more sets of these. And then we'll see where it goes. After these, I'm going to do kickbacks, but I don't know if I'm going to drop set these or I'm just going to keep going with the 45s till I'm destroyed. I don't know. That's it. I always feel like my biceps are going to tear off the bone the last like rep or two. But keep going. Short rest and then back into it. You know, I wasn't sure about doing this YouTube thing, the channel, but I'm starting to like it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's, you know, it's not like it's taken off, but I don't know, there's something about it. Just talking through a workout. It does help me pay attention more because someone's going to be watching, so like paying attention more to my lifts and focusing on keeping track of like rep ranges and weight, you know, progress, basically progress. It's almost like having a partner, you know, for you guys watching. So, right back to it. And this is it. I mean, arms is nothing crazy. Like, I almost wonder if I should skip through some of the video. Like, I'll probably do this set. Go right to the next thing. I'm dead on these. Let's drop it right to the 30s. We're right here. That's crazy. How fast the burn builds up, dropping down like that. All right. That's probably it for those. Let's get set up for kickbacks. All right. I'm going to do some kickbacks for tries. This is how I like to do them. Prop myself up on the bar with one arm. And you're going to keep your elbow locked back and just extend out. And you feel a crazy squeeze at the top. So let's get it. Step over. And that's a set. So, kickbacks. If you try to just do a little pause at the top, that's when you'll feel that contraction and that squeeze. That's what you're going for. It almost gets painful for a second, you know. I just keep going back and forth on these, and then, I mean, that won't be it, but that'll get me most of the way there. To be honest with you. And then I'm going to do some incline curls. You've seen me do them before, but you'll see it in a minute. Might superset them with like skull crushers or a version of skull crushers. And that'll probably be it. Like arms, I don't do like crazy long workouts or nothing, because I'm pretty happy with where my arms are at, you know. But I mean, not saying I don't want to make progress. I want to make progress, but my arms get hit every other day that I work out besides leg day, you know. So Yeah, like you figure, like if you're doing a pull-up, your buys are getting activated. A row, buys are getting activated. Bench press, tries are getting activated. Any pressing type of thing, even like they're even semi-firing on. Like you're trying not to have it happen, but on flies, they're getting activated a little bit, even to stabilize. So definitely any pressing movement though. Another one. Yeah, I'm gonna do another set of those at least, and then we'll get into the next the seated curls. See you then. All right, these are my incline seated curls. You'll notice I'm relatively light. These are 20-pound weights. That's because when I'm doing these, I feel like this exercise is best when it works best if you're really trying to completely isolate the bicep, take everything else out of it. Because something I didn't realize when I first started was when you're curling, if you go too heavy, your shoulders come into play and take a lot out of that motion. I could explain the bio, like I can kind of explain the biomechanics of it, but just look it up. Like, Google it. But it pretty much is, if you any of this movement of the whole arm, your front delt comes into play. So when you're curling heavy and trying to get that weight up, it takes a lot of that pulling out of it. Your biceps only pulling up at the forearm. So with these, it allows you, one, to get a deep stretch, because you're going to come down like below your waist, but also I keep my shoulders back and just pull straight up. That's why I go so light with the weight. It doesn't take a lot of weight to really, kill a particular muscle if you focus on you can do other things to make it just as hard, pretty much. Like slow down the rep, pause at certain points, change the position. That's what I'm doing here. So you'll see what I'm talking about. on fire. Yeah, that's it. Does not take a lot. Now the question is, do I superset these with some tricep extensions? Not extensions, but presses, whatever. Not really superset, but like, you know, like a slower superset. I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. I think I'm going to change the plans because I forgot about the bar. So I think I'm just going to do the biceps, and then I'll end with maybe some banded tricep stuff. That'll be good. Jesus. That bicep burn, no joke. Another, I don't know. I'll do a few more sets of these. Probably 3 more, at least. And that may be it for buys. Fuck. Whew. Don't underestimate lighter weight. I'm telling you. You know, like you notice a difference when nothing else is helping, you know? So, all right. I'm going to do another couple of sets, and then we're going to get into the last thing for triceps. I'll see you in a second. All right. This will be it for triceps. They're just like a cable tricep push down. But I got 2 bands on there, the heaviest and then like a medium one. No handles because of the length. I just grab them, bend forward a little bit, keep the elbows kind of locked in position, and extend. And that's it. Take a short rest, do it again. Just bang these out till you're fully pumped. What's good with tries, and one of the reasons I used to mix my tricep and bicep workouts up throughout other days, but because I work out in like a shorter time frame, like I'm only working out for like 45 minutes maybe, my other body parts were lacking. But another reason to put them both on the same day is because I think triceps for me, and this might not be true, this is not scientific, but at least it feels like doing tricep exercises really force blood flow into the arm. I always had trouble getting a pump on my biceps. I still do. Doing triceps with them, triceps pump up my arms easily. So it gets blood flow into the area and it makes it easier for my biceps to get a pump. I don't know if that makes sense scientifically, but that's what it feels like with me. So I do it. Yeah, I did more on that one because I realized on the first set I kind of shorted myself, and we can't be doing that. Don't fall. It's hard for me not to, but try not to fall into the numbers thing. Like oh, I hit 8, stop, or I hit 8, or I hit 12, stop. It's hard not to do it, but I still do it with stuff. But I realized before I stopped at 12, and I was like, I could have done a lot more. But I'm definitely getting pumped. Let's keep going. You know what I'm going to do? 1 second. Always end up doing these. I'm supersetting these with hammer curls. Hammer curls, I like doing them. Hammer curls are like my burnout thing. Sometimes I'll do what I'm doing right now. I'll throw them in at the end just to keep it cooking up until the end of the workout. And these, you know, I'm not paying as much attention to form or slow. Instead, it's just, this is like the pump part of the workout, just getting blood into the muscles. Supposed to be intense and just good way to end it. It's how I like to end arms. If you notice, since I went to failure, that second set, each set I'm losing like 2 or 3 reps. I did 12, 20, 16, 12. Same thing with those. So for that, that'll be it. Time for a little pose. All right. Do a couple little poses. Arms are pumped. Yeah. I can barely. That's all. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot or a whole lot of weight or a long time, especially for arms. Like, they're relatively, like, compared to other stuff, they're not huge muscles. Like, they're easy to hit. So for me, it doesn't take a long time. But I'm like fully pumped up. So overall killer workout. Again, if you like these videos, you know, like and subscribe and whatever you can do to support the channels, greatly appreciated. And the comments, you know, I respond to all of them. I read all of them. Any suggestions on content you want to see, or questions, or even just say keep it up, whatever. Appreciate all of it. You know, love the support and that I've gotten so far. Yeah, tomorrow will be chest, and should be a good day. So I'll see you tomorrow.